Hello friends, my name is Alexandra of Indigo, Tennessee, and today I am here to do a general collective reading for you guys. So I'm going to be posting this on my Facebook. I'm going to try and post it on my YouTube channel as well, just to kind of inform everyone. As a lot of people know, TikTok is very up in the air at this time on what's going to happen with it. And even though I started off doing readings on my YouTube channel, I had started actually being pretty consistent with doing readings on my TikTok, and unfortunately, yeah, we all kind of know the situation there. The problem is we don't know what the situation is. So I'm going to try and get consistent with posting on other platforms as well, just in case that happens. Some readings will be exclusive to Facebook and YouTube. Some will be exclusive to my TikTok and maybe like my Instagram, places like that. So no matter where you are, if you would like to follow me, I will be Indigo Tennessee on all platforms: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I think that's it. So if you are interested in following me there, you're more than welcome to. And I think that's pretty much the only thing I wanted to tell you guys before we get started. I actually have already pulled all the tarot cards here. And the reason I did that is because I started this reading and I kept getting interrupted because my memory kept getting full. But this is a really beautiful reading and I really wanted to make sure I get it out for you guys. So I just had to go through and rearrange everything on my phone. Hopefully it works this time, but I didn't want to keep adding videos of it getting cut off. So I figured I would just restart and tell you guys what I'm seeing here, and then we can pull more cards. So, the final thing as well, if you are not familiar with what a general reading is, basically what I'm doing is asking Spirit to allow me to connect to a collective of energy that it feels is the most important to convey at this time. Essentially kind of using me as a vessel. And I'm going to, or I pull cards, I ask Spirit what it wants me to convey to you guys. And if you are watching this reading and it sounds like what you're going through, and it makes a lot of sense to you and your intuition's confirming that this reading resonates for your path, then you are probably a part of the collective that I'm picking up on at this time and reading. If you are watching this reading and it doesn't really make sense and you're having to try and force it to fit your situation, then you're probably not the collective I'm picking up on this time. And that's totally okay. Hopefully I'll pick up on you in the next reading I do. But again, remember, this is general. It's not a personal reading, so it can apply in a lot of different ways for a lot of different people. I think that's pretty much it as far as all the announcements. We're 2 minutes in, so hopefully that's enough. And so the tarot cards I pulled here, very interesting spread so far. That's why I wanted to continue this reading. We have the Sun, clarified by the Magician. We have the Death and Rebirth card, clarified by the Eight of Wands. And we have the High Priestess, clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here, like I said, this is why I thought it was such an interesting reading so far. I see with this Death and Rebirth card that there's been some type of ending. If you resonate with this reading, I feel like you have gone through some type of ending in your life, okay? The thing about the Death card, though, because it does get a bad rap, the Death card, even though something's ending, it's a reminder that new beginnings always come from endings, right? So I think depending on where you're at in your personal journey will kind of determine how you feel about the Death card. If you're the type of person that leans into something when it's ending and you realize it's because it's not meant to continue any further and it's to bring in a new beginning for you, then you'll probably feel better about the Death card. If you're someone that's more restrictive to change, it might be a little bit harder for you. But with this Death card and this ending and all these other beautiful energies surrounding this card, I feel like if this resonates with you, you're the type of person where you're leaning into it. You're accepting of whatever needed to end here. And I think that you understand that it had to happen for whatever reason. We have the High Priestess card here. This is a card about intuition, listening to our higher guidance. I feel like you are tuned in, like crown chakra, tuned into the universe, tuned into your intuition, your higher self. I'm just getting that you're someone that's like extremely aligned with their path. Also, I feel a big energy of trusting yourself, your higher self, the universe, with how things unfold in your life. I see that you're really like in the flow with the universe, right? And your intuition. Extremely aligned is what I'm hearing. We have the Magician. The Magician is an alchemizer. I also feel that about you as well. If you resonate with this, you're alchemizing. You are allowing something to end because you understand that you're trying to alchemize a new beginning for yourself. And you have to allow the old stuff to get out of your life in order to let this new stuff in that you're trying to manifest and attract into your life. With the Sun card here, this is happiness. This is lightheartedness, joyfulness. And I think in this card in particular, it really reminds me of being open-hearted and also like open to the universe is what I'm hearing, right? Like, even though something ended here, it feels freeing for you. It feels like you are in acceptance, and not even just acceptance with it, but joyful about it because you trust that it's leading you to something better, which is amazing. if this is resonating for you, it's a beautiful energy. We have the Eight of Wands here. This is about forward movement, quick forward movement. Whatever is going on right now, I think that because you are so tuned in and turned on with all of this, it's moving quickly. Like, this isn't something that I feel like is a long process that you're going through. I feel like because you are leaning into it instead of being restrictive towards it, it's moving this energy very quickly through your life. Now, the card we do have here is the Five of Pentacles, and I'm not surprised this card came out because this was kind of the vibe I was getting when all these other cards came out. I feel like even though you are in a very uplifting, lighthearted energy right now and trusting the universe, I think this comes from a time where you weren't, okay? I don't think you started off being in this energy. I think that you initially felt feelings of lack. You could have felt abandoned, left out in the cold. But it's like instead of sulking in that energy, I feel like you instead tuned into your intuition and allowed that to guide you. And because you have been trusting in that and that process, it's like whatever you're going through right now, whatever you're trying to alchemize here in your life, it's moving quick for you. It is. It's not taking its time at all is what I'm seeing. So from there, we're going to pull more cards. So I want to get into, since I see that you are allowing something to end here, I want to get into what is it that is ending for you, okay? Let's just get a couple cards and see. Can you tell me what is happening for this group? What's ending for this group here? Interesting. Okay. We have the Emperor and we have the Star. So the Emperor here, it's a card that people generally associate with divine masculine energy. So traits that you also tend to associate with a masculine energy. Dominance, authoritative, controlling, in control of themselves, but in excess, trying to control others as well, trying to be over controlling. We have the Star. This is about hope, healing. It's like renewal of hope for new beginnings. I'm hearing here with the Emperor that you might have had an energy where you were like over controlling. You might have had control issues, not just with yourself, but like in your life as well. You might have been the type of person that tried to micromanage everything in your life because you thought that if you had control over everything, that would bring you fulfillment and happiness. You know, people that have control issues, it comes from a place of feeling out of control, right? It's like trying to overcorrect that out of control feeling that they have. And so I feel like that was your energy, which is very interesting that all these other cards that are coming out is like you not being in the exact opposite, right? Being more trusting of the universe and what's happening for you instead of trying to control things. There's definitely been a shift here. So the Death card is an ending of this energy of trying to micromanage everything in your life, of trying to control everything within your life, within yourself. And instead, with this Star card here, kind of trusting in the universe. The thing about this Star card, it's not just hope, it's not just healing. It's, you know, I'm also hearing that it's again, that trust in the universe, understanding that there are things that the universe has to do to kind of help you, to get you on your correct path that's best for you. And that may not always be what you think it should be, but it's always trying to work for your highest good. So here's the thing. I think for some of you, you are like in the midst of this right now, right? Like you're already in that trusting energy, and this is just confirmation for you that, yeah, you're doing the right thing. You're on the right path, allowing what's meant to be to unfold, you know, and but also trusting that you're going to make the right decisions and that the universe is guiding you in the right direction is correct. You're doing the right thing. For some of you, you might be in the beginning of this energy. You might still be dealing with this Five of Pentacles, and this is your advice on how to move forward, okay? So if you are in an energy of being over controlling, because I'm hearing like excess of the Emperor, right? The Emperor balance is a good energy to have, okay? Because it is being in control of ourselves to a healthy extent, you know, like not over controlling, but also keeping ourselves in check, essentially. It is authoritative. It's in our power, right? But I'm hearing excess of this. I'm hearing too much, too much control, trying too hard to have your hand in everything when you can't have your hand in everything. And if you are in that energy and it's making you feel these feelings of lack, then this is the universe going, hey, let go a little bit. Back up a little bit, let go a little bit. You got some beautiful stuff coming for you if you allow the universe to co-create with you instead of trying to do it all on your own, okay? That's another thing I'm hearing. This is actually, Spirit is reminding me of a personal reading I did for someone, and it's telling me that that's applying to this as well. So I did a personal reading for someone, and the cards that came out, I could tell when this person came in, they had that authoritative energy. They had strong energy, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when I started pulling their cards, it was like, you're trying to do everything and you're not allowing the universe to co-create with you. And it's blocking you, actually, because you can't do it all on your own. You gotta allow the universe to do some things with you, right? And I'm hearing that is applying to this as well. Like, you need to understand that you cannot control everything. There are some things that you have to, for one, step back and just allow it to happen, no matter what that entails. And also allow yourself to work with the universe, not against it. Because if you're over controlling, if you're trying to do everything on your own because you think that you can make everything happen the way that you want it to, the way your ego feels like it needs to be done, then you're not really working with the universe. You're not really giving the universe the opportunity to do its thing as well, right? Because sometimes you will find that if you let go of how you think something should look or how you think something should be, that the universe, it'll hear you and it'll be like, okay, I got you, but it's going to look a little bit differently. It may not be exactly what you anticipated, but it'll be even better than what you could have fathomed in your little brain. Yeah, like it's also like, don't step in the way of the opportunities the universe is trying to give you, just because it may not look like how you think it should from your overly controlling nature. Okay. All right. So I love the energy though, even though there is this little bit like, stop being over controlling. There's also just this beautiful energy where I feel like if you just step back, it's like you can alchemize. If you trust, you just have so much beautiful energy. And I think, like I said, I think it's going to be split for some of you. I think some of you, you're already doing this and you're going to start seeing this pay off, because once you get into that flowing with the universe energy, it's going to move quick. That 8 of Wands doesn't mess around. It doesn't sit around. It moves. For some of you, this is your advice of what you need to do. Okay. All right. So let's see, is there anything else I need to ask with Tarot Spirit? I asked what was ending. Let's ask what this new beginning is for you. I think we kind of already know, but let's just get some further clarification. What's this new beginning for this collective? If they allow this to happen the way it should. That's too many cards. What is this new beginning for this collective here? Once again, too many cards. Why do you keep giving me so many cards? Lord. Okay. We have the Hierophant. Okay. Ascending to higher levels of knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Yeah. I guess I'm going to get one more. What is this new beginning? It's too many. What is this new beginning for this collective? Oh, interesting. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. All right. Six of Cups. This talks about the past, which is interesting here. And then we have the Hierophant. And I just want you, see if I can get it to focus. I want you to just look at how happy he looks, right? Because that's the vibe, okay? You let go and let the universe work with you instead of trying to control everything yourself. You're going to feel so much more lighthearted. And that makes a lot of sense to me as well, because like when we're trying to over control everything, yeah, we're going to be not in the best mood, because if it doesn't look exactly how you think it should look, then you're going to think it's wrong. If you let go, I'm hearing full energy. I'm surprised the Fool is not out, because I'm hearing that full energy of the Fool just trusts. He don't care. He is just there enjoying the present moment. I wonder if I think they have the Fool in this deck. I want to see if I can find it. So you can just see the energy of the Fool card, because they showed that to me in my brain. Sorry, I'm being I'm being weird. Okay. But you know what? I don't even remember what the Fool looks like in this deck. My goodness. There we go. This is in this deck is what the Fool looks like. It's a lady in this one. But I was seeing the traditional tarot. So let me see if I can find that one real quick, because I feel like, that imagery makes a lot of sense as well, but I'm specifically being shown the traditional tarot Fool card for some reason. So maybe someone needs to see it. All right. There we go. That's the Fool. You see how he's about to just walk off the edge of this cliff? That there is a warning in that doesn't apply to this reading, I don't feel like. But he ain't even paying attention. He's just off in his own little world, enjoying the present moment, enjoying the sun. He's got his little dog with him. He's just vibing, right? He's not worried. He trusts that the universe is doing what it's meant to do, that he doesn't have to worry about it. That's the energy you need to kind of move into, right? So with the Six of Cups here, this is interesting to me, and I think I'm going to get another card to kind of clarify what exactly that means for you, because one thing I'm hearing is like healing from your past. But I just want to know, can I have some clarification here? Because we asked about their new beginnings. Why is the Six of Cups here? Strength, yeah. Okay. Strength card. Being able to overcome your past tendencies, being over controlling, being able to heal your past. I feel like the new beginning here is like being able to, for one, I'm hearing obviously let some of this past energy go for you. I'm also hearing, because I'm seeing on this card here, the child, right? It's this little boy with his dog, and then him as an older man with his dog. And I'm also hearing like unlocking some of that childlike wonder within you. Whew, that was loud. I think there's a plane going over. Yeah, that's what it is. Unlocking that childlike wonder in you. I think you've lost some of that as you've aged because you've gotten in either you're in it right now or again, you're coming out of it, but you got yourself in a very like restrictive energy where it's hard to have that childlike wonder. And that's probably why I saw the Fool card as well, because it kind of is reminiscent of what I'm feeling is just this, children don't really care. You know what I mean? For the most part, they're off in their own little world. They're trusting that everything's fine. They don't know any better. Now, as an adult, obviously, you're going to be more aware of things than a child would be, but there is something to be said about childlike wonder and having that innocence and not being overly concerned about everything else going on around you because you're just in your present moment enjoying where things are at and trusting that you're being taken care of. That's what the universe wants you to get connected with, is that energy. With that high priestess, listening to your inner voice. And that's the other thing, you have an inner voice, okay? If you are trying to control everything, though, you're not listening to it. So make sure that you're not so consumed in how you think something should come to you or look that you're not listening to your intuition, because your intuition wants to guide you. It wants to help you alchemize this beautiful sun energy, but you got to listen to it, right? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some oracle cards for some final advice for you. But I think I pretty much got what I feel like needs to come through. And I think if you listen to your intuition, you got this. Like, I don't see any reason why you can't have this beautiful energy come to you as long as you embrace something that needs to end in order to open a new door for you, right? Because the only heavy card in this entire spread to me is that Five of Pentacles. But it's surrounded by beautiful energy outside of that. So it's there for you. You just got to work with the universe to bring it to you. What final advice do you have for this collective spirit? We have creativity. Yeah. Listen to your creativity. Allow yourself to, goodness. Allow yourself to tap into that creative potential, right? I'm hearing get creative about how you view this. That's another thing, perception, the way you perceive this. If you perceive it in that high priestess magician energy, understanding that it's happening for a reason and it's working something out for you, that's going to really push this to go faster. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get into that Five of Pentacles and feel feelings of lack around this, then it's going to slow your progress down. But if you lean into it and think about it in a creative way, that's going to help push this forward even quicker. Another thing I'm hearing is that as you step into this energy of flowing with the universe and being connected and all that, and have that magic, because the magician's very creative as well, right? That's exactly what they're doing. They're creating their reality. You are going to unlock a lot of creative energy within yourself when you do that as well. So that's important for you. We have desire. Yeah. To me, this is saying you can manifest the things you desire, but you just got to be open-minded. You got to be creative, and you got to trust in the process, okay? And then we have power. So again, this to me is going back to what I've already said. I feel like you have so much empowered energy within you if you're willing to unlock it, or you've already started unlocking it. Like I said, I feel like it's going to vary depending on how it resonates with you, but it's like tap into that strength. You already had the strength card. Tap into that strength. Tap into that inner power. And when you do that, it's like it's going to be a whole new perspective for you, right? I'm gonna pull a couple more with my Halloween oracle. I'm just feeling called to get like maybe one or two more. from this one before we end the reading, and then I think we'll be good. But I think for the most part, I've gotten out what needs to come through. But what final advice do you have for this collective spirit? What final advice do you have for this collective? Oh, didn't flip. What final advice do you have for this collective? That's why it told me to use this deck. That's the control card. Can't make it up. I love when stuff resonates. Yeah, you gotta let that go. Can't be over controlling. I think it literally just wanted to confirm with that card. I'll see if anything else comes out though. I don't even think I need to say it. I think enough has already been said for that to make sense. Let's see. What final advice do you have here, Spirit? The future, the veil. Yeah. And this card is about the future, but it's also about not feeling like we can really see the future. That is by design. If you're feeling like, oh, I can't see like what's going to happen, and that's making you anxious, and it's giving you that Five of Pentacles energy, it's like you're not meant to. Sometimes we're not meant to see how things are going to happen because it pushes us into leaning into our intuition. And I feel like if you're in a situation right now where you feel like you can't see what's going on and that's making you anxious, Spirit's like, it's by design. Take that feeling of, for one, learn to trust in the universe and your higher self, but also learn to listen to your intuition, because that's what this situation, one of the things it's here to teach you is to stop trying to control and instead listen to your intuition, and also understand that sometimes we're just not meant to know everything. Because if you're someone that's over controlling, that's also a hard lesson. Feeling like you can't see the future, whew. When you want to control everything, that means you want to be able to control what your future looks like as well. Spirit's telling you, you can't do that. This is teaching you to not do that. To trust that everything's unfolding the way it should be for you. But I think, like I said, if you lean into that, you got beautiful energy here. But you got to lean into it. You got to trust in the universe, because it's trying to work its magic for you. All right, final card, Spirit. God, you cannot make it up. Intuition. It's your final card. Again, I don't really feel like there's much I need to say. It's that's why they wanted me to use this deck. So they're like, we got the perfect cards here to wrap it up, to confirm everything I already said. Yeah. I let go of control issues, listen to your intuition, trust in your intuition, trust in the universe, trust that you're going where you're meant to go, and you got beautiful things ahead of you. Like, truly, you have beautiful energy. You keep on this path of listening to your intuition, trusting the universe. It's a totally different world for you than what you may have experienced previously, okay? Beautiful, beautiful energy. So happy for you guys if that resonated for you. If you did like this, if this video resonated with you, if you liked it, feel free to like, comment, do all that good stuff. I always appreciate seeing your guys' comments. Otherwise, I hope you all have a great rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.